Alright, this is Dartboard 14, second part of Dartboard v Venom. I would say this one and the last issue should swap covers. They make more sense the other way around, at least to me. This is the cover showing us Venom is there. And the last issue had the cover of Venom having defeated the hero. This is the reveal. That cover is the conflict. They are both very similar covers anyway. Here is Venom. Right here. Look, it is Venom. The popular supervillain, Venom. From the pages of Amazing Spider-Man and Venom, Death Trap, The Vault. This issue is an all-out Venom fight. And I said last time, this is what a reader of Dartboard would want to see. This is what would appeal to a reader of Dartboard. I'm not having a go. I'm not insulting them by saying that, but they are much more likely to appreciate a fight with the popular supervillain Venom from the pages of Amazing Spider-Man and Venom, Death Trap, The Vault, than a fight with the Elements of Doom. I fucking hate the Elements of Doom. Hate them. Even I would rather read Dartboard fight Venom than Dartboard fight the Elements of Doom. One of the things handicapping Dartboard in this fight is his injury. He has had his magic amulet stolen from him, the source of his powers and his transformation. It was yanked out of his chest violently by the villain Tom Stone from the pages of not Amazing Spider-Man, never Amazing Spider-Man, but from the pages of the other Spider-Man titles. Tom Stone wants to use the Dartboard amulet to increase his power and his position in the criminal underworld. He has currently allied with the Foot Clan, apparently, the ninjas, and they might know something about Dartboard's magic amulet. Tom Stone's alliance with the Foot Clan spins out of an issue of Daredevil. I vaguely remember it. I think Tom Stone teamed with Taskman. That was the story. Punisher was in it too. I think it has a cover with Punisher, with Daredevil standing over Punisher's body, and Daredevil is holding a smoking gun. This is part of a larger story in Dartboard though, Heart of the Board. And we're here for this very basic, very accessible, and moderately entertaining fight with Venom. You get your money's worth. If you're one of those brain-dead morons who buy comics because Venom is in it, if you see Venom on the cover and grabbed the comic automatically, you wouldn't be disappointed with this one. I don't respect those people though. I respect readers of Dartboard substantially more than I respect the Venom dude bros. Let me also alienate another portion of the Venom fan base by saying that symbiotes are not sexy. and have never been sexy. And Venom has been felled by dartboard in battle, and worse, a wounded and power diminished dartboard. And having defeated Venom, dartboard leaves the island. I didn't realise that was an option. Do that before the fight. This was during Venom's stay on an exotic, uninhabited island in the Caribbean, or the Caribbean. This comes from comics from David Miscellaneous and Brie Larson's granddad, the one with the Hamlet cover. They used to have to come up with excuses to defang Venom at the end of every story because he was too major a threat to Spider-Man. So, fourth or fifth time around, they decided to have him stranded on an island, which is kind of funny in a way. Very rubbish plotting. He stays on that island until Karnag appears, and Spider-Man has to go and retrieve Venom to get his help in battling Karnag. I wouldn't be surprised if... I say this with no foreknowledge. I have not properly read a Marvel comic since 2012. I am confident though. I reckon some writer has come back and established this island is part of some grand mythology about the symbiotes, and it'll be like the island of the symbiotes, or Venom Island, or some rubbish like that. If I am right about that, nobody is going to believe that I didn't know in advance. It's just so fucking obvious that is the sort of shit they would do. The other thing to talk about is a facet of Dartboard's setup that I didn't cover last time, which is his transformation. His Dartboard body, his armoured body. It is a different body to his normal body. The amulet transforms him into this body. And it is tough to talk about the Dartboard origin and Dartboard continuity because of the giant stinking retcon they did to him in the 2000s. And it is an appalling retcon that makes so much of this series and his stories a lot of rambling about nothing. I won't even acknowledge the retcon here. To discuss the one plot point that was quite memorable and notable, we will ignore the retcon. In one of the very first issues, Dartboard decided to look to see what was under his armour, but then he kept getting interrupted, and then when he finally did, that was the cliffhanger for an issue, and the next issue opened with it, and we didn't see it ourselves. It was hidden from our view. It remained a mystery to us. But whatever it was, gave him the willies. It spooked him right proper. There was even a trading card of that moment. Maybe later in the series we do see what is under the armour. I don't know. I have only read the first 8 or 9 issues, and then random ones like the one where the bad guy is a loose pipe. That is a real issue. An issue where the villain is a loose pipe. It is the worst crossover tie-in of all time. This issue is incredibly less interesting when it comes to Dartboard and the trite stuff with the mob boss and his dad, and Lord Stone. Bring back Venom. That would be the problem with dartboards. The more memorable opponents are those that are borrowed, and anything specific to dartboard is forgettable and nothing special. It is truly highlighted in this issue because his mum is in one panel and she is far and away the star of the series. I don't exactly recommend dartboard or any of dartboards, but if one day you find a box with a lot of dartboard comics in, don't straight away throw them in the bin. There's a couple in there, most of them even. They're not terrible to read. Even the one with the pipe. You should read that just out of morbid curiosity. But ones like this, if you are really bored, you can read this and it might make you less bored. I have to give it 7 dartboard amulets up.